Europe is standing at the crossroads of one of its most critical challenges, a demographic time bomb. This is not just about population numbers. It's a crisis that threatens the very foundation of its economies, societies, and future growth. Aging populations, declining birth rates, and shifting migration trends are reshaping the continent in ways that demand immediate attention. In this script, we'll explore the intricate web of factors fueling this demographic challenge and its profound implications for Europe's economy. Europe's demographic crisis is rooted in its declining birth rates. Many European countries are experiencing birth rates far below the replacement level of 2.1 children per woman. Nations like Italy, Spain, and Germany have some of the lowest fertility rates globally, with Italy's fertility rate hovering around 1.24 as of 2023. This means fewer young people entering the workforce in the coming decades, leading to a shrinking labor pool and reduced economic productivity. Compounding the problem is the aging population. By 2050, nearly one-third of Europe's population is projected to be aged 65 or older, according to Eurostat. This aging trend places enormous strain on public pension systems, healthcare services, and social welfare programs. Countries like France and Germany are already grappling with the financial burden of supporting a growing elderly population, which requires more healthcare and long-term care services. The economic implications of this demographic shift are vast. A smaller workforce means less economic output, lower tax revenues, and higher dependency ratios. Dependency ratios measure the proportion of working-age people compared to non-working-age individuals, such as children and retirees. In many European countries, this ratio is rising sharply, signaling a greater financial burden on the working population. For example, in Germany, the dependency ratio is expected to reach 70% by 2050, meaning fewer workers will have to support a larger number of retirees. One of the most visible impacts of Europe's demographic crisis is on its labor markets. With fewer young people entering the workforce, businesses face significant challenges in finding skilled labor. This labor shortage is particularly acute in sectors like healthcare, technology, and manufacturing. In response, many European countries are turning to automation and artificial intelligence to fill the gaps. But these solutions come with their own set of challenges, including ethical concerns and the displacement of workers in certain industries. Immigration has often been touted as a solution to Europe's demographic challenges. Influxes of young, working-age immigrants can help offset population declines and fill labor market gaps. However, migration policies across Europe remain a contentious issue. While countries like Germany have embraced immigration to some extent, others have implemented stricter border controls and anti-immigration policies. The European Union's struggle to create a cohesive migration strategy further complicates matters, leading to disparities in how different nations address their demographic challenges. Another factor contributing to Europe's demographic time bomb is the brain drain phenomenon. Many young and talented Europeans are leaving their home countries in search of better opportunities abroad. Eastern European nations like Poland, Romania, and Bulgaria are particularly affected as their skilled workforce migrates to wealthier Western European countries. This exodus exacerbates the population decline in their home countries, creating a vicious cycle of economic stagnation and social decline. Housing affordability and urbanization trends also play a role in Europe's demographic challenges. The high cost of living in major cities like Paris, London, and Milan deters young people from starting families. Urbanization has concentrated populations in metropolitan areas, leaving rural regions depopulated and economically stagnant. This urban-rural divide further complicates efforts to address demographic issues, as resources and opportunities become increasingly centralized. Education and childcare policies are critical in addressing Europe's declining birth rates. Countries that provide robust support for families, such as affordable childcare and generous parental leave policies, tend to have higher fertility rates. For example, France's family-friendly policies have helped maintain a relatively higher fertility rate compared to other European nations. However, many countries still lack comprehensive family support systems, discouraging young couples from having children. Healthcare advancements, while beneficial, also contribute to Europe's aging population. Increased life expectancy means people are living longer, which is a positive development, but also adds pressure to social welfare systems. The rise in chronic illnesses among the elderly further strains healthcare resources, requiring significant investment in medical infrastructure and personnel. The economic consequences of Europe's demographic crisis extend beyond its borders. As one of the world's largest economic blocs, Europe's economic health has a global impact. A shrinking workforce and reduced consumer base could lead to slower economic growth, affecting international trade and investment. Countries that rely on exports to Europe, such as China and the United States, may also feel the ripple effects of Europe's demographic challenges. Policymakers across Europe are grappling with potential solutions to this crisis. Some nations are experimenting with policies to encourage higher birth rates, such as financial incentives for families, subsidized childcare, and housing support. Others are focusing on attracting skilled immigrants to fill labor market gaps. However, these measures require significant political will and long-term commitment, which can be challenging in the face of economic uncertainty and social resistance. Investing in education and lifelong learning is another crucial strategy. By equipping workers with the skills needed for a rapidly changing economy, European countries can enhance productivity and mitigate the effects of a shrinking workforce. Promoting gender equality in the workplace and ensuring women have equal access to career opportunities can also help address labor shortages and support higher birth rates. Technological innovation offers both challenges and opportunities in addressing Europe's demographic crisis. Automation and artificial intelligence can boost productivity and compensate for labor shortages, but they also risk exacerbating income inequality and job displacement. Policymakers must strike a balance between embracing technological advancements and protecting workers' rights. As Europe faces this demographic time bomb, public awareness and dialogue are essential. Understanding the economic implications of population decline and aging can help build consensus for the necessary policy changes. Engaging citizens, businesses, and governments in finding sustainable solutions will be crucial in ensuring Europe's economic resilience and social cohesion. Thank you for joining us in exploring Europe's demographic challenges and their economic impact. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspectives on how Europe can navigate this crisis and what other regions can learn from its experience. Stay tuned for more in-depth analyses of global economic trends and their implications for our future.